go live button. I am waiting for things on the YouTubes to start up. So whenever that happens, we will begin for realsies. Yes, that's what I'm saying, for realsies. YouTube always takes a little bit longer for some reason. Twitch, very fast. There we go. YouTube is up and going. Hello, fellow gamers. Welcome back to Phalantis Place. Today we have our special, quad yearly or tri-yearly event of League reveal content. Yeah, League content reveal. We are doing Necropolis next League, which is going to be starting in about a week. And I'm not sure if they're going to release patch notes today, but if they do, I might take a look at those. I'm also going to probably work on the Speedster that we're trying to get going for League Start for next season. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some fun. Hopefully the notes are good. Oh, I'm hoping they backtrack on that cast when you move button for instant spells, because oh man, yeah, I'm a bit nervous about that for our build. Anyway, let's get into it without further ado. Oh yeah, here we got. Oh, hello, Chris. Long time no see. 好久不见. I'm very excited to see what you have coming. All right. Here we go. Thank you. Wait. What's happening? What's happening? Is it not working? Wait. Hold on. Why is my audio not working?
Live stream, so make sure you follow the instructions below in order to claim your Suffering Back attachment. Today's stream will start with Path of Exile 2, where Jonathan will show you our latest announcements. Mark will then take you on a deep dive into the new Path of Exile Necropolis Challenge League, which launches in 1 week. He'll cover the league mechanics, its deep crafting system, large in-game changes, some improvements to the core Path of Exile campaign, and finally some quality of life features.
Oh, campaign improvements?
We'll then show you our new supporter packs.
Hey, Apple Bob, how's it going?
Where Ziggy D will ask us your questions.
Welcome in, welcome.
After the live stream,
I haven't seen anything. No spoilers, no spoilers.
Hey guys, it's time to chat about PoE 2 again.
Hello.
It's only been a few months since we talked about the Mercenary, and even since then, a huge amount has changed. When we announced the Mercenary, we also showed off a lot of the new capabilities that our engine has around animation and character control. Moving while shooting was a huge deal in that class.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of other more subtle things going on to make it feel good too. Well, in recent times, we've only been showing off new character classes, but one thing I've been really excited about is to go back and apply all the new ideas and capabilities that we have to our old classes too. Today, I'd like to show off the Ranger, and I hope that you guys like what you see.
No spoilers, no spoilers. I can skip PoE 2. I can. It's possible.
I've lived in this
nice
forest
spoiler.
all my life.
Yeah, okay. Isn't this like what they've already talked about? The rogue stuff?
And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that a ranger must never miss.
They're really trying to build up hype for this game. It better be amazing.
But it is the cruelty of man I fear.
Oh,
there is no truly
that's a bit
escaping the Count's
evil.
justice.
Your sentence is to be hanged from the neck until dead. Let your soul
Launch
be
is
the
delayed.
first ones, and
Oh,
the
for
bodies
PoE
will
2?
be
Yeah, okay.
After her.
You know, I'd rather they delay PoE 2 than release it in unfinished form like they did Diablo 4 and 3.
This exile has changed me.
Does she have an AoE ability? They're giving the ranger an AoE ability? Like, even if it's a close, like, Warcry one, it's pretty cool.
You won't get away this time.
Nice! Oh, cool. They're putting status effects on the life bars. That's awesome.
I will put an end to this madness.
Oh, they're showing us some more bosses. It's a crafting league? Ooh, interesting.
Let this be a warning, Gianor. I'm coming
Good for you, Alejandro. I know you'll enjoy that.
Let the hunt begin.
When we started to work on the Ranger, we knew we had to make a class with high agility. The dream of fast bow gameplay is Legolas, so that's what we wanted to deliver. The starting
Legolas?
point is moving while shooting a bow.
Why do they say Legolas?
Any kind of basic arrow skill can be fired while moving, with a movement penalty. This immediately gives you a lot more freedom on the battlefield. Here, I'm starting each battle with a poison burst arrow to poison groups of enemies.
Okay.
Then using a lightning arrow to arc lightning around larger packs. For even more mobility, we also have a variety of skills that involve vaulting around the battlefield too. This is Frost Escape. Using it jumps backwards and shoots a freezing arrow at the ground. Really useful if monsters close on you and you need to get away. Once you've landed, if monsters were frozen, it'd be nice to have some way to take advantage of that extra time. This is where Snipe comes in. Snipe is a skill shot that you need to charge up and release at exactly the right time. If you land the right timing, Snipe is guaranteed to produce a critical strike, and does a small AoE as well, so it's a great finisher. You can also move while shooting arrow rain skills too. This skill is Lightning Rod. It shoots an arrow into the air that sticks into the ground and does a small AoE. Once the rods are in the ground though, they attract any arcs of lightning that are nearby, causing them to
pretty cool.
explode again. This means you can stack up a bunch of lightning rods on the ground and bounce lightning between them, doing way more damage. Now this takes care of packs pretty well, but for bigger enemies I'd like to have something that's going to enhance my damage output too. This skill is Stormcaller Arrow. Using it sticks an arrow into an enemy. After a short period of time, a lightning bolt comes from the sky and strikes them. This has a high chance to shock them, and shocked enemies take 30% more damage from all sources. If something big walks along, it's a good idea to throw one of these at them first to enhance your damage before following up with the other combo.
Oh, wow. This is
Now,
interesting.
if I really want to enhance this combo, there are a couple of things I could do
I really
using
like
our
how
support
they
gem system.
they're
Skills
making
in
more
Path of
sockets.
Exile are granted by items called skill gems. Each skill gem has colored sockets in it, and these sockets are for other items called support gems.
Nice.
Support gems modify your skills, and it's where a huge amount of the customization of your character comes from. First, I'm going to take this multiple projectile support gem. I could add it to my lightning arrow, and it would fire multiple arrows. This would increase the number of targets I can hit, but that isn't the effect that I'm after. If I add it to my lightning rod skill instead, then when I fire it, I get a nice groove of rods. This means that I don't have to spend as much time setting up before I can use it with my lightning arrow combo.
Okay. What is this area?
I might also add faster
Wow,
projectiles
it
to
is
make the lightning
much
rods land
darker.
faster too.
Than PoE 1.
Now next up I'm going to grab this chain support gem.
Really
Chaining causes many effects to repeat on new targets when you hit them. If I add it to my lightning arrow, it will cause the arcs that come out of lightning arrow to strike even more targets, rippling along my line of lightning rods for huge amounts of damage.
Nice. That's smooth, too.
Now I think we can use support gems to improve Stormcaller Arrow as well. Let's start simple. I'm going to chuck less duration on here. This will cause the lightning from the sky to strike a bit faster. Next up, we have a support called Shock
Right,
Proliferation.
so less duration is better.
This support makes it so that any enemies shocked by the skill will also have the shock jump to nearby enemies, meaning they'll take the extra damage as well. It's just a chance to proc, so it's not going to proc on every single pack, but when it does, a pack will go down ultra quick. Another useful empowering skill is Barrage. Barrage is one of the rare cooldown skills in PoE 2. It enhances whatever your next attack is to fire 3 times. With what we have here, I think it might be a good idea to use it with Lightning Arrow. It'll generate 3 times as many lightning explosions.
It's so
You could
cool that
also
you can
use it at just the right moment
strafe
to
and
snipe, or any number of other skills depending on what effect you need more
pull
of
back
right
when
now.
you're firing.
It's very versatile and can be used in a range of situations. Now,
You can-
even as mobile as the Ranger is, it's still very useful to slow monsters down, and a Ranger certainly has quite a few tools to do this.
Yeah, WASD
If you're prepared
movement
to
is
get
gonna
up
be
close
so
and
awesome
personal,
when
we have a
this
skill
comes
called
out.
Electrocuting Rod. First, jump over the enemy and shoot it into them. Once the rod's in place, any lightning damage they take will build up a special electrocute gauge. Once the gauge is full, the monster is totally suppressed, allowing you to kill them easily.
Okay, this is nice.
Now, sometimes when you use Electrocuting Rod, the enemy dies before you get a chance to electrocute them. I think there's another support gem I could add to my Lightning Arrow to fix this problem. Neural Overload will make it easier to electrocute enemies. If the skill it's attached to puts
cool.
them over 50% of their electrocute bar, it will trigger instantly.
Awesome. Look at that guy. That's sweet. Oh, wow. This looks hard. I wonder how many times they died when they were doing this. It's going to be hard
Now,
to
this
get
skill
used
works
to.
really well for suppressing a single large enemy, but I'd like to improve my crowd control ability for groups as well. I'm going to add a support gem called Frozen Nexus to my Frost Escape. This makes an area of chilled ground around frozen enemies. I'll also add Deep Freeze to it as well, which will make the freezes last a bit longer. Now when I use my Frost Escape on that front enemy, others nearby are slowed down.
Nice.
It would also be good if I had a way to slow enemies down when they're farther away from me as well. So this would be a great time to start getting into the Ranger's poison and plant-based
Wait.
skills.
What did he just do there?
To start with, let's have a look at Vine.
Wait.
Great time to
What
start
was
getting
that?
into the... It would be good if I had a way to slow enemies down when they're farther away from me
What was that?
as well. So this would be a...
Electrocuting
Also
arrow?
be good if I had a way to slow enemies down when they're farther
Oh, he just changed out a gem. Okay, I
away
was
from
like,
me
what?
as well.
I was
So
like,
this would be
okay.
a great time to start getting into the Ranger's poison and plant-based skill set.
Oh,
To start
cool.
with, let's have a look at Vine Arrow.
Lightning and
This skill
poison.
fires an arrow into the air that creates a small plant where it lands.
Oh, those
The plant
vines are
sends out tendrils to
super
nearby
cool.
enemies, slowing them down and poisoning them.
They're like ethereal
does have
vines.
another function
That's
too.
awesome.
If the plant gets further poisoned, it transfers that poison to the monsters it's attached to.
Oh, nice.
Normally you would only be able to get 1 stack of poison on a monster at a time, but you can put as much poison as you want on this plant.
Oh,
You
cool.
could just use the plant to slow monsters down and not worry about the poison part. But if you want to go all in on poison, this is the way to do it. Now if you do want to focus on poisons more, another useful skill is Poison Bloom Arrow. This skill creates these plant pustules on the ground.
Oh, so
If you
this
wait a
is
little
like
while,
toxic
they'll
rain.
explode. Just like any other plant
Prepare
skill,
for
these plants respond
presentation.
well
I'm
to
getting
poison.
ready.
Shoot the poison burst arrow
This
at
is-
enemies nearby and watch your
This is
plants grow
just
more
kind of
and more
fun. I
powerful.
like the reflecting
Poisoning the
sun off
pustules
of,
causes
the,
them to do much more damage and makes them explode much faster as well.
off of the bottom of the map.
I can also add
But
the pierce
it's a
support
bit
to poison burst
strange,
arrow.
too.
Doing this will mean I get multiple poison bursts as it goes through each monster.
Battles are really good. The last,
also have
the
another
last
skill
one
to
when
make
they
a
had
nice
the baby
environment for
come
your plants
out
to
and you
grow.
had to like blow
Gas
it up.
Cloud Arrow.
Like
This
the,
skill shoots the ground
the
and
woman was,
creates
like,
a cloud
shooting
of gas
babies at you, man, that
continuously
was-
poisons things inside it.
ooh, spicy.
Throw your plants down, then put a gas cloud on top. The constant poisoning will make them grow.
Okay. It's a little World War One-ish, but that's okay. All right. And they're bringing back Plague Bearer.
Another poison-related skill we have on the Ranger is called Plague Bearer. This is a reservation skill, meaning it uses spirit. When I enable it, I get this counter that counts up whenever I apply poison to a monster.
Okay.
You can see the counter on the skill increasing as each new monster is poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to fight these monsters and make sure to poison them as much as I can to build up the counter.
Yeah, okay.
It does take quite a while to get the counter up to 100%, but it's worth it. Whenever I choose, I can unleash the poison in a big explosion around my character, dealing a large amount of damage.
Oh, I see. So they make it an AoE. So they
Now
make it
next
an
up we
AoE
have a
skill.
classic, Rain of Arrows. It's simple.
Cool.
Shoot a bunch of arrows in the sky and they rain down for a short time. It's decent AoE and damage at long range. Now this skill doesn't last too long, but we can change that. It's time to introduce Frenzy Charges.
Nice.
Frenzy Charges are used for a variety of skills on the Ranger, but with Rain of Arrows they can be used to extend the duration.
You're mine.
How do we get some though? Here we have a skill called Sniper's Mark. Put it on an enemy and it will grant you a Frenzy Charge when you crit them. Now remember that snipe skill from earlier? That skill guarantees a critical hit. So first we Sniper's Marked an enemy, then we sniped them. And after that, the next Rain of Arrows will last a really, really long time.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
We still have some weaknesses though. While Rain of Arrows hits enemies with a ton of arrows, each one doesn't do much damage individually. It would be nice if we had a way to break the armor on enemies so that Rain of Arrows dealt more
This game
damage.
is going to have a lot more interesting
Thankfully, we have this
combinations
Corrode
of
Armor support gem, and we can put it on our Gas Cloud arrows.
skills.
Corrode
to
Armor
attack
causes
things
poison
with.
to erode the armor on targets until it's all gone.
It's going to be a
This will
big
significantly
change.
increase the damage that Rain of Arrows does against armored targets. Oh yeah, and one more thing about gas clouds. They can be detonated with explosions. I have an explosive
Cool.
arrow here. Let's check it out.
Still.
Cool. Boom.
Now, because monsters and gas clouds are likely to have their armor broken, I think there's another useful combo we can do.
Okay.
This is an exploit weakness support. This support provides extra bonus damage to targets that have their armor broken. Perfect for what we have going on here. So, those are just some of the skills we have on the Ranger class in Path of Exile 2. Now that we've seen all these skills, let's see how well they do against a much tougher enemy. It's time to fight the boss of the temples, Thanos.
Did you say Thanos or Phanos? Thanos. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. I really like that they're doing the status changes on the life bars. The life bars are much bigger too for the bosses. You can see a bit better about like what percentage away you are. Okay. There's like some secondary skill bar too underneath it. Ooh. Very good telegraphing with the voice lines. Yeah. Okay. Seems to be working out pretty good. I love that dodge roll. He's trying to snipe it. Didn't get it though. What's with the jump thing? Looks cool. Is that part of the normal skill or is that like... We do like... Yeah, it looks like it's part of the skill. It looks cool. Look at those pustules. Yeah, poison, poison. Break his armor. Wow. Look at all those. Got all those fireballs coming out of him. Whoa, whoa. Oh.
Exalted are the words.
Uh-oh.
I have found your next bearer.
Kill swiftly and move on. This is how you survive.
Cool.
That's the Ranger. But oh yeah, there was one more thing. The mount. Check this out.
You get a mount? Oh,
Yes,
right,
you
yeah.
can ride a rower. While riding the rower, you can shoot arrows with no movement penalty.
Nice.
It's pretty overpowered. You can also use your vaulting skills to jump right off the rower's back. Once the rower doesn't have a rider, it starts attacking monsters, so he's nice to have around, even if
Oh,
you're not
cool.
riding. That
Please.
said, if you are riding, don't get hit. If you take a heavy stun while on a rower, you'll fall off, and it takes a while to get up, so be careful.
Okay. I hope
So
you can get
that's
those in
what
the
we wanted
normal
to show you today.
campaign.
Now there is just
Like, I hope
one
you don't have
more
to pay
rather
for those.
unfortunate bit of news. Path of Exile 2's beta is going to be delayed.
Yeah.
We previously said that we would get the beta out on June 7th, and while I think we would be able to get the game's content ready in time, we underestimated how long it would take to get gameplay polished to a standard that we're happy with.
Yeah, good.
We're still going to be doing alpha testing in June, but we're going to be delaying the beta until later in the year.
Okay.
We don't have an exact date for you today, but it should be towards the end of the year.
That's fine.
In the meantime, you can still
They did
play
the same
Path of
thing.
Exile 1,
Blizzard
of
used to
course.
do the same thing, and
Now,
that's how
speaking of
come
Year
they made
One,
so many
we also
really
have the
good
324
games.
expansion to announce.
Because they would just
I'm
delay
going to hand over to Mark, the game director on PoE 1, to show us what's in store.
until it was ready.
We had a lot of fun making this one, so let's just get straight into it with the trailer for Path of Exile Necropolis.
Okay. We're in it now, ladies and James. Okay.
Cold flesh, dirt, maggots, and ghosts.
Yeah. Those are all gross things.
Our job is to keep them where they belong.
Yeah, in the ground. Or under the ground.
It's your first night, so you'll need this.
Nice lantern.
Ghostly lantern for ghastly tinkering.
What? Wait, what? Is some weird maps or something? I think, maybe? Lantern of Aramor. Oh, the ghosts are in the lantern.
You'll learn to peer into the souls of the dead. You'll learn how to twist
Wait, what? Oh, you can craft
them.
the ghosts in the lantern.
Meet me in the Necropolis.
You're like gonna raise dead people to fight? Cool.
You can pilfer shiny things from a corpse,
Decide which modifier
but
each
you
mob
can
receives.
pilfer
Okay.
glorious things from a soul.
Oh,
I need
cool.
A grave digger.
Nice. Doorways. Tier 17 maps? Wait, what? What? We're getting like automatic tier 17 maps? They're not just gonna be Valdos anymore? Ooh, all those level 84 jewels? Yeah, let's do it. Scarab overhaul. Okay, that's interesting. Quality of life. 10 ultimate bosses. More transfigured gems, good. I thought they would do that. Because they had, like, it was part of the reason they changed that whole system. Oh, I'm looking so forward to be doing lab running. That's going to be so good
The
early
job's
on. Going to get
hard,
so much money
but
for
the
those
pay's
gems.
Good. What do you say?
I'm excited.
In the Necropolis League, you will encounter Undertaker Aramor, a man collecting
Aramor.
the scattered spirits of the Eternal Empire for a mysterious purpose.
A bit creepy.
These spirits have begun to haunt the monsters of Rayclast, unleashing their ancient fury and sorrow onto the world.
Okay.
The Undertaker will provide you with the Lantern of Aramor, a powerful family heirloom which can illuminate the wrathful spirits haunting monsters throughout Rayclast.
Nice.
With it, the Undertaker hopes to employ you to rid Rayclast of this menace, and further his cryptic cause.
Okay.
The lantern can be used when entering any new area. When peering through it, you can examine the spirits haunting that area. The lantern also allows you to manipulate them, letting you configure which monsters are affected by which mods. It would be wise to take your time with your decisions here, for the spirits are not forgiving.
Yeah, so these are all like buffs. But
When peering through the lantern, you can also see extra details about the packs of monsters in the area. Rowers here are considered common, whereas the water elementals are more scarce. If you want things to be easier, you can put the more difficult spirits on the elementals, which you'll encounter less often.
oh, I see.
We've tried to make sure that by engaging with the lantern, you are able to intelligently control the difficulty in the Necropolis League.
That might be nice
The
for.
spirits come in a number
That might be good for doing the campaign. It might make it easier.
of forms which represent
maybe,
the danger
but-
they pose. For example here, the infested vultures are servant haunted, causing them to deal a small amount of increased damage.
Wait, but is everything
But the
automatically
Vols
haunted?
Vanguard are noble haunted, causing them to deal a large amount of increased damage. As you reach higher level areas in Rayclast, the tier and number of spirits that are haunting monsters will generally increase.
Okay.
Your game knowledge can help you here. If you're aware of the composition of a monster pack, this means certain mods will be easier to manage. For example, the mod that increases a pack's damage for every monster killed has no effect on packs with a single monster, like a Devourer.
Wait.
Damage for
Say that again. The thing that's the not having to have game knowledge is going to make it not a very good league for newbies.
If
but
you're aware of the composition of a monster pack, this means certain mods will be easier to manage.
yeah, okay. So certain mobs are easier.
For example, the mod that increases a pack's damage for every monster killed has no effect on packs with a single monster, like
Oh, so if like there's a pack of monsters that usually show up together, then it doesn't have an effect if it's only one
a
monster.
Devourer.
Yeah, okay, that makes
However,
sense.
if we found a spirit that makes the strongest monster in a pack deal 100% more damage,
You'd want
well,
it on.
I'm going to avoid the Devourer.
Yeah.
You might have noticed that the Lantern of Aramor provides other useful information, such as the types of abilities monsters use, or
Okay.
the damage types they deal.
Yeah.
So for those who are less familiar with how these monsters work, this can be a great way to learn what you're up against.
Yeah, that's true too.
The spirits are constantly moving throughout Rayclast.
But maybe it is
So
good
if
for
you're finding
for
a campaign
newbies.
area too difficult,
'Cause they can
you
learn
can
more.
just wait a few minutes,
Might be
and
good
peer
for
through
me
the
too. I
lantern
don't know a
again
lot
to
of
see what's
these.
changed. Of course, powerful spirits beget powerful rewards.
Okay, good.
There are two reasons why you might want to face a challenge now and then. Firstly, not all the spirits are malicious. Sometimes the monsters aren't haunted at all, but are instead devoted. These can
Ah.
grant basic rewards like increased experience, or bigger rewards like spawning the Nameless Seer, an NPC that will grant you a single unique
Oh, they're
item
bringing
after
him
you
back!
defeat all of the packs affected by that spirit.
Cool.
The more haunted monsters you defeat in the previous area before using the lantern, the more likely the devoted monsters will appear in the next area.
Ah, wait, what?
The more haunted monsters you defeat in the previous area before using the lantern, the more likely the devoted monsters will appear in the next area.
They want people to start doing more full clears during the campaign. Oh, I don't think it's worth
Monsters
it.
haunted
though.
by higher tier spirits will increase the chance of the devoted appearing even more, meaning that sometimes it's worth putting the hardest modifier possible on very common monsters, if you're brave enough. Again, we've tried hard here to allow players to customize the danger and rewards as much as they can. Aramor is an Undertaker, and you can probably guess what we're taking to him. The second main reward from the Necropolis League is monsters with unresolved anguish. Once
Okay.
slain, their corpses need extra care from the Undertaker, and he will offer to take them back to his necropolis and store them in the morgue.
That's cool. He just throws the wheelbarrow.
Time to earn your care.
Oh, I can't wait to see him
When
pick
you are
up one
ready,
of those
you can
dudes.
visit the morgue to view the monsters you have collected,
Okay.
and then get to work burying them in one of many graves in Aramor's cemetery.
Okay.
For example, we will bury this Katava's Herald.
50 to speed
Aramor's
modifier?
mysterious soul experiments can coalesce powerful items. Here I've chosen to create a pair of boots.
Of Lunaris, heal your pains and aid this soldier, so that you may grace them.
Does that mean you're going to get 50% movement speed on boots? No, okay.
These boots are useful for my character, but aren't exactly what I hoped for. And this is where the Necropolis crafting system really shines. You'll have noticed that the corpse we collected earlier had a crafting effect on it.
Yeah.
In fact, all collected corpses do. If you bury multiple corpses in the cemetery, all adjacent corpses can be exercised at once to create one item.
Okay, interesting.
All of the crafting effects on those corpses will apply to that same item. This allows you to have either one or many different crafting projects ongoing in the cemetery. For example, next time I try to create boots, I could bury corpses that increase the chance of getting move speed modifiers. To go further, I could use these to generate higher tier modifiers. Then, I could try to bias it towards being an evasion pair with this. Finally, I'll apply some crafting effects that improve the probability of getting good rolls. Now, let's craft our item and see what we get.
How far away does, like, the close work? I wonder. Interesting.
As you can see now, we have a much better pair of boots.
Yeah, but how do you work it on, get the item level?
Forged from the souls of our enemies.
Maybe the enemy level.
You could even use the entire cemetery to craft one item.
Oh,
There is
wow.
always something you can do to try and ensure your item will be as best as
Wait,
it can
what
be.
is this
We hope
drop?
to see some really crazy gravecrafts.
That's gonna be, yeah.
If you are
Oh, they don't want to show it.
lucky, you might find corpses with meta crafting modifiers.
Really?
These can be buried to manipulate your crafting projects in more drastic ways. This one increases the potency of all crafting effects of adjacent undead corpses.
Oh, this
Another
is
meta crafting modifier gives a
complicated.
chance to drop an extra item from your craft, with all the same crafting outcomes applied. All you have to
Ooh.
do is bury a lot of undead monsters.
May the ferocity of Throldana free you of your anguish and aid this soldier, so that you may shield them from harm.
Okay, it's not a
You can
exact
also
copy.
craft new unique items exclusive to the Necropolis League using this system. As you explore Rayclast, you might
uniques,
find the
okay.
corpses of famous Eternal Empire families.
Okay.
And when
yeah.
you bury an entire family together and exorcise them, they will thank you with a unique specific to their lineage.
May the painters and poets
Nice.
of the Navalius family spread the story of the Eternal Empire far and wide, so that all may...
For example, the Navalius Inheritance Belt. I'll give you a moment.
Wait. Stun and block recovery, man. 150 increased flask effect duration. Flasks have 60% reduced effect. 2% reduced flask effect duration per level. Flask will have 1% increased effect per level. Ooh. So you can have an increased 40% increased effect. That's interesting. I think the Micro Distillery Bell is slightly better though, I think. Just because it's rare, so you can input more effect and duration on it. But that's cool for a unique.
To check that out.
That's a pretty good one.
You can use other corpses alongside them to grant implicit mod.
Passive skills and radius also grant +5 to maximum life. Oh, that's nice. It's a large too. Ah.
Manipulate the values of explicit mods, and more. In this case, with the Parandus Pact, you can even change the modifiers it generates. This unique is a jewel which adds extra stats to passive skills in a radius when socketed into the passive skill tree.
Yeah.
The stats it adds are randomly generated, but you can bias it towards a specific type by using other crafting effects, such as this one,
cool.
which increases the chance of getting life modifiers. Let's see what we get.
So that you may empower a foe the mighty lion I would be proud of.
Damn. We didn't get it this time. I guess we're gonna have to
Damn.
go and collect more corpses.
Now, are these itemized?
Of course, you can trade the corpses away to
Good.
other players. All you need to do is purchase empty coffins from the Undertaker and use them on your corpses in the morgue,
Okay.
which will itemize them.
So this is kind of like a new bestiary system.
Another item in the Necropolis League that you can find are Embers of the All-Flame. These are monster spirits that remain living in the All-Flame, a powerful ancient artifact of Rayclast. And you can set them free by placing them in the Lantern of Aramor and defeating them.
But like
These embers
bestiary
drop
mixed
throughout
with
Rayclast as itemized packs of monsters. You are able to
Harvest.
use these packs to replace the packs in areas. For example, we have found this All-Flame Ember of Tarful.
tattoos! Tattoos are back! Oh yes! Tattoos are back! Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, if tattoos are back, then our second build is gonna be War Cries. If we can get
now
cooldown
go to
recovery
enter
on
the
War
next
Cries.
area
Oh my god, that's so
and
awesome!
replace one of the monster packs in here. You can see we have also gotten one of the devoted modifiers to appear. We can pair up the Karui ancestors with this modifier, making them even more rewarding. Let's go ahead and replace the tentacle miscreations. However, when replacing packs, you want to double check their density, as the new pack will inherit the density of the replaced pack.
Okay.
The Karui ancestors we have now added to our area can even drop basic variations of tattoos. If you aren't aware, this is an item type from the Trial of the Ancestors League, which can be used on passive skills to change what they do. There are many different types of itemized packs. You can find Breach and Legion monsters that drop splinters, Untainted packs that provide insane amounts of experience, and even simple frogs, which can be used to replace difficult monsters to make life easier. And of course, these Ember monsters can be raised as specters too.
Nice.
Finally, let's
More
discuss how this league
specters.
works in in-game maps. Each in-game map will allow you to manipulate it using the lantern on the map device UI.
Okay.
However, instead of randomly cycling every few minutes, it is fixed to that map. Once you view the map through the lantern, you cannot remove it from the map device, so you can't trade that map away now that you've seen it as too difficult for you, or has monsters in it that you'd rather avoid, like porcupines.
Mm-hmm.
We're also trying something new this time around.
Okay.
During the Necropolis League, there will be support for the League on the Atlas passive tree.
Ooh,
Multiple
nice.
clusters will be there, allowing you to enhance the gameplay,
That's
customize it, and
great.
even change its behavior in meaningful ways.
That's really good. That's a good
One
change
way that you
too.
can change the crafting in a meaningful way is with the Prospero's Wager Keystone.
Reveals a random craft
With this
when you're
keystone,
buried.
all the monsters with unresolved anguish come with this crafting modifier,
Okay.
which causes them to generate a random craft when buried. This means instead of pre-planning your crafts, you have to adapt to them on the fly to get the best results.
Oh,
These
but they're going to be
clusters will
more
not
powerful.
be available in
probably.
Standard League. In 3.24, we've made a plethora of changes to the endgame. We've introducing new bosses, adding another tier of maps, and streamlining the Atlas.
Nice.
The most difficult and most rewarding content in Path of Exile can be found in Uber Pinnacle bosses,
Yes.
such as the Maven and the Searing Exarch.
Yes.
Currently, the only way to access these bosses is by allocating specific keystones on the Atlas passive tree.
Mm-hmm.
While this system offers a nice element of control, it causes a problem. Rewards and access to the non-Uber variants are now economically priced around the rewards of the Uber
Uber
fights.
fights, yes.
This means it is wasteful to run the non-Uber variants instead of simply selling them.
Good. I'm glad they're fixing this. This has been
Another
a problem for
that
a
we
long
noticed is the
time.
difficulty jump between the Pinnacle and Uber Pinnacle content was relatively large,
Yeah.
and there wasn't obvious
Huge.
content that could bridge this gap.
Huge.
Many players would give up on their characters before being able to defeat the Uber Pinnacle bosses.
Yeah, I've only been able to
In
defeat
3.24,
one
we will
Uber
be
boss.
making some changes to this. We are removing the keystones that give access to the Uber Pinnacle bosses from the Atlas tree, and
Okay.
instead we'll be adding a new set of fragments that give you access to this content.
Ah.
Where do you get these fragments?
Nice. Killing the normal
We are
bosses.
adding a new tier of maps.
New tier- tier
17
17 maps, okay.
Which not only give you access to the Uber Pinnacle content, but also test your characters in new ways. They feature a new set of bosses, Uber monsters, and a new tier of modifiers that can roll on the maps.
Ooh.
There are 5 new Tier 17 maps in total, with some surprising boss fights at the end. We'll look at a couple today, and the rest you'll have to discover for yourself. First, we have the Citadel map. This map contains an ancient Kalguran citadel. You will encounter many expedition monsters as the signature packs throughout the map. At the end, you will fight Uber Uhtred. This is a version of a boss from Expedition League,
Yes.
with all its abilities and mechanics enhanced.
Tier
Uhtred
17
will
is
even be able to summon
unmodifiable.
2
Okay.
other expedition bosses to aid it during the fight. Secondly, we have the Fortress map. This map is an impregnable fortress, guarded by monsters from the Heist League. At the end, you will encounter an Uber version of the Unbreakable. Again, it has enhanced
that's
abilities
cool.
and mechanics you'll have to learn and overcome. Each of the Tier 17 map bosses has a chance to drop a unique item, allowing for some target farming. However, these aren't entirely new unique items. Instead, we've taken other unique items, removing them from the core drop pool, and rebalancing them to fit here.
Oh, interesting.
One example is this reworked version of Wraith Lord. It has 4
What?
of the sockets, and
Oh, cool.
allows you to summon
Wow, you can get 4. Oh, specters are going to be great with this.
an
That's
additional spectre
awesome.
for each ghastly eye jewel socketed into it. Another example is Mana Storm. This has been rebalanced to grant a lot more damage than before, alongside some more impactful mana stats,
Wow, that's...
if you can get lucky rolls.
Oh, wow, okay.
Alongside adding Tier 17 maps, we have also changed the Uber Pinnacle bosses to have completely distinct unique item drop pools from their non-Uber counterparts. This
Good.
means there is a reason to farm both versions. Let's take a look at the Shaper versus the Uber Shaper. The Shaper will drop these uniques: Voidwalker, Shaper's Touch, Solstice Vigil,
Okay.
and Dying Sun.
Still
Whereas
good.
the Uber Shaper will drop these: Echoes of Creation, Sublime Vision, Entropic Devastation, Starforge, and a new unique belt called the Tides of Time.
Whoa. Interesting. It's like a Pathfinder on a belt. Huh. That's interesting.
Another example of a new unique is this helmet from the Uber Eater of Worlds.
Ravenous Passion. Gain 13 rage after spending... What? That's broken.
Ravenous Passion. And these gloves from the Uber Searing Exarch. The Celestial
This league, you're farming Syndicate? Oh, okay. Increase attack speed per fortif... Oh, wow. That's going to be really good with champions, huh?
Brace.
Or no, not champions.
Each of the Uber Pinnacle bosses has a new unique
that
added to
duelist-
their drop pools.
Oh, I forget that duelist. Is it champion? I think
We've
it's champion.
identified another major problem with the endgame we'd like to address.
Okay.
With every expansion added to the game, we have been increasing the complexity of running maps. It's at the point now where a player must repeatedly execute a large sequence of steps to run
Yeah.
maps efficiently. It can be easy to forget critical steps, and it can be tiring to repeat them. To solve this, we are removing some systems, but are keeping what is good about them. The 2 main systems we've removed are Sextants and the Master Mission Selector.
Ooh.
It is not our intention to dull the content, however. We have completely reworked Scarabs to include most of the options that were
Oh, wow. That is big. Sextants and the Masters. Yeah, Iceling Veiled Chaos does equal more crafts. It'll be easier to get too. You just have to go up to
were previously
kill
covered
the
by those
mastermind a lot
mechanics,
more.
and many, many more. Let's take a look at some of them. Commonly, you might find Scarabs that simply grant access to different content. Here, we have a Scarab that causes Beyond Demons to spawn when killing monsters in your maps. And here, we have one that adds a Delirium Mirror. Each type of Scarab now has multiple versions, So if you want to fully invest in a type of content, you can do so. Here's a suite of Ultimatum Scarabs. This Ultimatum Scarab adds an Ultimatum encounter to a map.
Okay.
This Ultimatum Scarab of bribing then causes that Ultimatum encounter to grant better rewards and its monsters to yield more experience.
Oh.
This Ultimatum Scarab of dueling will cause that Ultimatum encounter to always guarantee the Trial Master boss fight at the end.
Okay, that's a cool way to do scarabs.
Assuming you can survive through all the rounds. This Ultimatum Scarab of catalyzing will cause all rewards from that ultimatum to be
wow. Okay, the winged ones are going to be good, I think.
Other rewards.
We'll
And
see.
finally,
man, I think Snoo is going to be going crazy with this, right? Because, like, ultimate scarab. Okay. We'll offer inscribed ultimatums. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, Snoo is going to be because it was all about, man, all the people who are doing league like Magic Find content are going to be like, huh? What?
This Ultimatum Scarab of Inscription will cause all Catalyst rewards from that ultimatum to be inscribed ultimatums instead.
Wow.
There are plenty of others. If you enjoy divination card farming, you might want to use these. This Divination Scarab of Curation causes more divination cards to drop for each different favored map you have selected.
Oh,
But it
interesting.
also causes whatever map you're running to only drop divination cards from those favored maps. So if you want to try and aim for your Mage Blood and don't want to just farm Crimson Temple, then this Scarab is for you.
That's cool.
This Divination Scarab of Completion causes your divination cards to have a 20% chance to drop as a full stack instead.
Wow.
For maximum dopamine. Basically, there are now just a lot of Scarabs.
Wow. That's awesome. I'm glad I got the Scarab tab. That's an interesting change.
You might have also noticed that they no longer have tiers. Scarabs are now all world drops. You can get them anywhere.
Oh,
Some
wow.
might be rarer than others, but the intention is that there'll be a lot more options than before.
Okay.
And more interesting combinations to consider.
Now, can you still craft
If you
them up?
want to target
or-
specific Scarabs, Betrayal has been updated to include most of them, and you will need to relearn which ones come from where.
Yeah, okay.
While
yeah,
this system is
scarabs.
allowing you to heavily invest in one type of content, it is reducing your capacity for variety.
Yeah,
To address this, we have massively increased access to content on the Atlas passive tree.
okay.
You
How?
are now able to reliably get different leagues like Breach or Legion from just your Atlas passives.
Oh, I see.
Regarding master missions, content such as Incursion, Delve, Betrayal, and Bestiary, these too are now accessible with Scarabs, and
Yes.
have more reliable investment options on the tree.
Okay.
Not only this, you can now get Jun, Einhar, Alva, and Nico to appear together in the same map.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We have also removed some keystones such as Wandering Path, Grand Design, and Growing Hordes.
Oh my god! The whole Magic Find meta is just demolished. Wandering Path is gone? Holy Jesus. That's like, wow. Okay. And the Hordes is gone as well? Oh my, this is
But I've
big
added some
change.
new ones too.
Big changes, big changes. It does
For
look very
example,
interesting, Albo Bob.
Unwavering Vision,
Your maps cannot be modified by fragments other than divine vessels. Scarabs cannot be found in your maps. Grants 20 Atlas. Ooh. So no scarabs, but more. You can do more content on the Atlas. Interesting. That's an interesting idea.
Back to Basic,
Maps randomly have between 0 and 80 more modifier effect. Extra content cannot appear in your maps. Cannot apply influence to your maps. I don't think people are going to want to do this. Maybe. Yeah, because extra content is more monsters. But I guess if it's 80% more, that's like they're putting basically they're putting Wandering Path back into this. But it's not going to be as good because you're not going to be, yeah, I don't know. That's a different, this is going to be one for Magic Finders to play around with, I think. They're going to have to do the math on that.
and Thorough Exploration.
15 final map bosses are empowered by Affliction Wisps? Ew, why? Oh, well, that's cool. If they still have destructive play going on, then that's kind of cool. You can do boss rushing
And
with
we
that.
have added some new notables, such as remarkable relics, which
Okay.
allows you to try find better variants of scarabs. Mounting modifiers, which increase
2 increase per explicit map modifier.
the values of modifiers on your maps by 2% for each explicit modifier.
So what? That's a total of up to 16%.
And tainted carapaces.
That one's good.
Which
So that's like in combination with the back to basics, 16%, and then another 80.
is just one in
Yeah.
a set of many that allow you to target farm specific types of scarabs. These are just
That's
a few
cool.
of the many new notable.
And they've got them on this other side and the top here. And they might have some more. Scarabs are going to be where it's at.
That can be found on the Atlas passive skill
That's
tree.
awesome.
Lastly, we are giving you more flexibility in what content you want to run in the endgame. In 3.24, you can now have multiple copies of the Atlas tree,
Yay!
which can be swapped between maps at your leisure.
Oh, cool. It's a loadout. It's not even per character. It's a loadout.
You can unlock up to 2 extra trees for a total of 3 by progressing through the endgame and completing core content.
That's cool.
When you open a map, you can select which tree you would like to use. For
Nice.
a given league, you'll never feel constrained to playing your endgame a
Nice.
single way.
Nice.
You can also label your trees to easily identify which one has which content.
Nice.
With all this combined, we're hoping to see new endgame strategies shine through. While playing through the campaign in 3.24, you'll notice a myriad of small improvements and surprises. The fundamentals of the campaign are still intact, but we've scattered fun encounters and secrets throughout Rayclast.
Okay.
The Dweller of the Deep has been trapped.
Interesting.
What are these ritual shrines doing in the northern forest?
I really hope that's not a real like thing that happens. Dweller of the Deep. Yeah, I might just skip that then, because you're so weak when you're fighting him in the first time. If it turns out, man, yeah, if it turns out that he's an essence boss, I might skip it.
And why are they giving me omens?
Cool.
This device looks safe. I should definitely use this on my items. There are plenty
Wait,
more
what?
use this on my items.
Okay. What? Why?
Device looks safe. I should definitely use this on my items.
What am I missing?
There are plenty more
Okay.
encounters
I don't
to
know
discover.
what I was missing there.
We'll continue adding more surprises
Oh, that's just like randomly in the campaign? Oh, interesting.
in
Yeah,
future
okay.
releases. So keep an eye out. In the previous expansion, 3.23, we
Nice,
released a
new
large
gems.
number of transfigured skill gems.
Yes, more. Okay.
These
auras.
are alternate versions
Auras.
of existing skill gems that
Auras.
function in very different ways, allowing for
Please,
more build
auras.
and gameplay variety. At the time, our aspirations were higher than we could achieve. We planned more gems than we could make. So, in 3.24, we're adding another set of transfigured gems that we have now finished. Ice Shot, Incinerate, Artillery Ballista, Tornado, Elemental Hit, Kinetic Blast, Poisonous Concoction, and
Nice.
lastly, Summon Holy Relic. Hopefully those of you who missed your favorite skill having a transfigured variant will get that here. We will
Okay,
certainly
so
be
they're still
adding
doing
more of these
attacked
in the
ones,
future,
but not
especially for
auras.
skills that are missing them still.
Okay.
Of course, we'll also be doing a balance pass on the existing transfigured gems.
Yeah.
One of the main ones we're looking at is Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation. As a result of this change, it is clear that the endgame potential of the Wander archetype really starts to suffer. mostly in the single target damage department. Due to this, we've added the new support gem, Sacred Wisps. This support gem causes supported skills to create 2 attached wisps for a duration. With these wisps, whenever you attack, they have a chance to also use the same skill, if you have enemies in your presence.
Wow.
And if there are any rare or unique enemies, they will always use the skill.
Interesting.
That leads us into all the
Casker's
other quality
got
of life
nice
features we're
little
introducing in
buff there.
324. And there's a shitload of them. Many of these have been revealed in teasers already, but here's a quick summary. We've added the automation and call to arms skill gems.
This is not a QOL. This is not a quality of life. Why do they keep on trying to sell this as a quality of life? I don't get it.
For being able to trigger instant skills and war cries without having to bind them to left click. You can now hold down Control and left click to automatically apply certain currency orbs until they achieve the desired result, or you run out. For example, you can hold down fusings until you reach maximum links. You will be able to control, shift, click currency into a
these
trade
are all
window to
good. All these other
automatically
ones are
move
good. This
all
is
of
an
that
awesome
currency
one.
at once from your inventory.
And I hope that you can do it also from your
Detonate Dead now
inventory
has
into your
clearer
stash.
telegraphing effects.
That's cool. Great. Very
When
needed.
harvest crafting, the item hover will always be visible, so
Also
you no
very
longer
needed.
have to mouse back and forth to see the results of your crafts. When you use a Val orb on a map, the map no longer has a chance to become unidentified.
Yeah, they're simplifying
Instead,
this.
it adds a new implicit. We've created a set of implicits that affect the areas in fun ways. Related to that, corrupted and mirrored items can now be identified. Breach hands
cool.
now open upon approach, and no longer need to be clicked.
That's awesome.
Upgrades to Pantheon powers now apply to all characters in a league.
That's also
You no
awesome.
longer need to grind divine vessels on each new character.
But, wait. Can you make it so that you cannot get one? Like, can you... I think that, yeah, they're overlooking that small thing. You need to be able to select which one you want, like, which gods you want to have.
With harvest crafting, you can now re-roll Uber Elder fragments. Fragments dropped by the Shaper cannot be re-rolled into fragments dropped by the Elder, and vice versa. Regarding Betrayal, we're removing Ashling's crafting bench as a reward. Instead, Veiled Orbs now perform that function. They remove a mod and replace it with a Veiled mod. These orbs now drop from Katarina and are no longer a world drop. Flasks can now be corrupted by Val Orbs,
That's pretty cool.
giving random -10 to +10 quality. The capability to add extra quality to weapons, armors, and
Flask
flasks
crafting
has
is
been
gonna be-
removed from Betrayal.
Wait, what?
Weapons, +10 to +10 quality. Flasks can now... The capability to add extra quality to weapons, armors, and flasks has been removed from Betrayal.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Delve that's a bit of a buff for Delve then, because those perfect fossils got better.
The Betrayal bench craft that converts an amulet to a talisman has been moved to Bestiary. And
Hey,
thus,
Game
can be
Exile, I'm
traded.
doing pretty good. How about you?
Maven invitations no longer drop. Instead, when you have completed witnessing all bosses required to go to the Maven's arena, you can just talk to Karak, and he'll open a map device window with the invitation
Okay.
already in there.
Okay, you can
Ready
still craft on it, but you can't
to be
trade
rolled.
it.
Valdo's
That's
maps
cool.
that granted invitations now give scarabs. No more having to waste Guardian kills to try get invitations to drop.
That's nice.
Next up, we're going to be talking about our new League supporter packs. Today, we're launching 2 new series of supporter
Nice.
packs. The Solar and Eldritch packs.
Okay, supporter
Each
packs.
tier contains the
don't
full
care.
pack's face value and points. Dead will be raised from the ground around you.
Really don't
Of
care.
microtransactions. The Eldritch Hunger armor set. When you
Really,
are near
really
a
don't
red,
care.
remain so during Path of Exile Necropolis. Meanwhile, the Shade and Disciple packs leave the store. Thank you so much.
All right, so they didn't talk about whether or not they have the patches. Let's see. Okay, so that's in 7 days. That's nice. Okay. Patch notes. They do have patch notes for Necropolis. Okay, very good, very good. Okay. Let's see. Before we do this, I want to talk about my takeaways. I think two things. I am a bit disappointed. Oh yeah, everyone's buying them for standard. Yeah, because all the veiled chaos orbs are going to change into the new ones, and so yeah, people want a bunch of them. So yeah, they're quite a bit more pricey now. I'm sure. I think the biggest thing still is the instant skill on the move button. They really still need to walk that back. That's going to make things annoying, to say the least, for a lot of people. Yeah, if you're not going to use them, go ahead. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. All this stuff is going to standard. Did you play in standard Game Exile? You might be able to get more divines for them now, because divines are so plentiful in this league that you can probably get. You'll probably be able to have more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not a bad idea because you can get more divines for them now. Yeah, than what you can in standard. Wait, are you playing in standard only right now, or are you playing in league? You could sell the league ones if you're playing in league. If you're in standard, I would probably wait because you'll probably be able to get more divines for them after everything switches. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, the two things. Okay, then I might wait. Because there's going to be a bit of an inflation after this league transfers into standard because so many people are farming divines. Yeah. So the divine price is going to be going. There'll be more divines available later after this league transfers over because a lot of people are going to have a ton of divines. So, okay, so the main thing is the movement skill. The press instant get an instant spell on pressing the movement skill button. That change I hate. I think it's terrible for the game, because having that one, a lot of people used like a one guard skill on cast when damage taken, and then they used one of the movement skills or a guard skill on the just a normal guard skill on the instant cast. I understand them. I understand them taking off the instant cast for Vortex last league. But okay, see you later, Game Exile. You have a fun stream. But I don't. Thank you. I don't know. I think them changing that, like, especially non-movement, like for putting non-movement skills, not able to be cast or making it so that movement skills can't be cast when you press the move button is a bit weird. Yeah. So basically, we're still gonna have to do the numlock trick. If you don't know what that is, you can also look that up. But you're just gonna use numlock and have one of your skills on one of your button slots, and then you just press numlock each. You just press that button on each opening of each map, which is sort of what they were trying to avoid. I really still hope that they walk that back because, yeah, we'll see. I guess in the patch notes, maybe they've walked it back already. I'm not sure. Hold on, I want to look up one thing. I want to see if Ziggy D, he usually does like a interview. after the fact. I want to see if he did it. Because if he did, we might watch, because he'll probably ask that question on whether or not that's something that's going to be changing. The other thing is for Pantheons, that's cool. I really like that change. But I like the Pantheon change, but I think they need to make it so you can turn on and off the like sub Pantheon selections.
But obviously they need situations where that pays off, because you know there's monsters that will apply bleeds.
Okay.
Which I don't seem to encounter.
He's doing Path of
Like,
Exile
I keep searching
too.
these coffins for more jewelry. Naturally, they're all full of skeletons that come and attack you, but then.
So yeah, I guess he didn't do an interview this time around. Interesting. Okay. And all right, then we'll just look at the patch notes. I like the maps. I like the Scarab change. I think that's really cool because there was a lot of complicated systems. The fact that they kind of started putting that all into one thing is nice. It's kind of sad sextants are going away. It really makes it so Scarabs are the new sextant. Scarabs, especially target farming them, is going to be a big part of gaining currency. And I like that they're shaking up the Magic Find meta. I think that's really good. But okay, without further ado, let's get into the patch notes. Let's take a look. Scarab rework, Maven's invitations, league changes. Okay. First things first, Carrick mods. Yeah, Fortune favors. Okay, Anarchy, Torment, Domination, Essences is on the menu for a lot of people. Heist, great, excellent. So I don't need to run. I don't need to run the doorway, all seven keystones. Okay. Player balance. Soul Eater buff has been reworked. Okay, that's a big nerf to Magic Finders. And wow, that's a pretty sizable nerf to Headhunter as well. Man, they keep just nerfing Headhunter. Maximum chance to block attack damage or spell damage can no longer. Oh, they set a hard cap on blocking. Hard cap. Okay. Instant skills can no longer be bound to left click. They kept it. That's just, yeah. They really need to change this. Unholy Might buff no longer has 30 physical as extra chaos. Now provides 100% converted to chaos damage. And 25 to apply Wither on hit. That's a good balance. I like that. Yeah, because this one was a dead stat, the Unholy Might buff. So now Unholy Might is actually pretty good. It's you can do a chaos full fizz to chaos conversion. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And because it does Wither too. That's pretty awesome. Huh. Okay. Skill gem changes. Monster life increases in tier 17 maps no longer apply to life of corpses in those maps. Okay. That's, yeah, for Detonate Dead. Absolution of Inspiring increases in reductions. Okay, we want to look at, what was it? The brand, what was it? Penance brand. Penance Brand of Dissipation now activates. Well, yeah, longer activation. 15% effective added damage. 16 to 24. Ooh. So okay. So that's this is like around a 50% nerf. Maybe even more. Maybe actually seems like it's more of a even more. Yeah, no, it's more than 50%. I don't know if this is playable anymore. Probably not. Let's see. Wow, specters. That's crazy. Frost, Blink of Wintry Blast. They got rid of the trigger effect. Pretty much. Okay. They buffed a bunch of stuff. Okay, we're gonna have to look at this a lot more. Volatile Dead after reaching maximum orbs at a time. Oh, okay. Interesting. Tornado Shot now has attack speed multiplier of 80. Ooh, Tornado Shot got nerfed. Ooh, nerfed hardcore. Whoa. Whoa, super nerfed. They got rid of a projectile as well. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Tornado Shot got super nerfed too. Okay. And they nerfed SRS. So SRS, Tornado Shot got nerfed. Penance Brand got nerfed. Archmage got nerfed. Interesting. Absolution of Inspiring got buffed. Animate Guardian got buffed. Blade Blast of Dagger Detonation got buffed. Blade Flurry, Blade Trap of Greatswords buffed. Blade Vortex nerf. Oh, Prismatic Blink Arrow Prismatic Clones got buffed. That's pretty cool. Divine Rage, Cleave of Rage got buffed. Divine Ire of Holy Lightning got buffed. Is it buffed? Yeah, buffed. Dominating Blow of Inspiring gets buffed. Essence Drain gets buffed. Explosive Concoction gets buffed. Explosive Trap. Buff. Sanguinate. nerfed. Firestorm buff. Flicker Strike of Power got a pretty good buff. Frostblades got a bit of a buff here. Frostblink also got a bit of a buff. General's Cry. Oh, that's a buff. General's Cry got buffed. Huh. That's cool. I love that we're going to get at tattoos too. Tattoos is the biggest thing. It really opens up a lot of possibilities. Kinetic Bolt for builds. Let's see. Kinetic Bolt is... I think it's a slight nerf. Yeah, not sure. Lancing Steel. Nerfed. Lightning Arrow of Electrocution got slightly buffed. Spire Trap got slightly buffed. Mirror Arrow, yeah. Penance Brand. Power Siphon. Rain of Arrows. Slight early buff. Late game nerf. Zombies created are no longer usable by Detonate Dead. Okay. That's interesting. Scourge Arrow of Menace. As each spore pod fires 4 thorn arrows, previously 5, so that's a nerf. So that's a buff. Shrapnel Ballista. Buff. Sniper's Mark. Got nerfed. Wow. Yeah, that's a big nerf. Wow, man. Tornado Shot got hard nerfed this patch. The golems look like they got all those golems got buffed. Skeletal archers got buffed. Okay. Sentinel Radiance nerfed. Nerfed. So SRS got pretty nerfed. Not as bad as Tornado Shot though. That's crazy. The Mindless Aggression Ascendancy minions. Ooh, that's a big nerf. And this is a nerf too. Yeah, that's a nerf. Ooh. Okay, so yeah. Call to Arms been renamed. What? Call to Arms no longer exert attacks. Warcries also grant their buff to nearby allies. Wait, so there's no instant Warcries anymore? Why? War cries no longer exert attacks. Okay. So in chain, instead, war cries grant their buffs to nearby allies. That's weird. Okay, so now you have a war cry support too. I guess. With this change, the war cry gem might be better. Energy shield mastery. 50% of your energy shields added to your stun threshold. Oh, they're getting rid of the. That's a hard nerf to what is that? That immutable force blood notch combo. Yeah. Mine's got a bit of buff. I thought no, it's 15 mana regeneration. No, it's 30% mana. Okay, so they're kind of buffing some mana stuff. Ralakash no longer provides 30 movement speed. This affects existing versions of the item. Oh, so they're making you take a big hit on the movement speed with the unique boots. And they're not even letting you keep it in they're changing them all across the. They're not even letting you keep the versions that you already have. That's a pretty hard nerf. They're making you choose between having all of your having 30% movement speed. Like if you can get the movement speed somewhere else, okay, but 30% hit on movement speed for people is pretty. Yeah, that's pretty strict. That's pretty severe. Okay, and a slight buff to the Iron Mass unique sword. Okay. Item changes. Stack decks. Can no longer drop. Yeah. The Void is now considered a boss exclusive divination card. Scrolls of Wisdom can now be used on items that are corrupted. That's awesome. Flask can now be corrupted using Vol Orbs. Yeah. Can you double corrupt though to give it plus 40%? I'm not sure. Yeah, double corrupting flasks might be a thing now too. But crafting flasks is going to be really profitable if you can get that plus 30%. Those are going to be some pretty valuable flasks. People will want to buy them because that craft is gone from the syndicate. So this is a big change for flasks. Field modifier that reduce mana cost of skills during effect no longer unveiled or crafted on flasks. Ooh. Okay. Slaying enemies close together can try. Oh. Okay, so the Beyond and Rogue Exiles can't be rolled. Okay, corruption outcome map. Now 3 tiers of elemental resistance effect suffix modifiers on flask. Ooh, that's a big nerf to Pathfinder. Harder to get maxed here on all of your resistances now just from flasks. They are hard nerfing the reduced mana costs. Wow, they're going after that everywhere. They don't want people to be able to cast their spells for free is the big thing. Wow. Yeah, the fractured versions of these jewels are going to be worth a lot. Okay, these are all tattoos. Okay. Shock, lightning damage, 5% chance to poison on hit. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, poison on hit can be solved. Two of Innicore Shaman, mana regen, maximum energy shield, increased evasion rating, chance to freeze, cold damage, melee damage, life regen, chance to bleed, physical damage, ignite. Okay, cool. We can still do the Tukama Warcaller. War cries are back on the menu, boys! Okay. And the Firewalker. Yeah, still works. +6 is still pretty good. Okay. Yeah, so our second character is going to be the Corrupted Cry for sure. I'm going to try to make a Corrupted Cry boss killer. We're going to see if we can figure it out. Okay, Ruthless, don't care. Cycling damage nerf for monsters, that's awesome. Rare miter item bonus mechanics are now rare, and the following bonus mechanics have been removed. Items dropped converted to gems. Okay, item dropped converted to scarabs. Oh, okay, that's a big nerf again. White sockets, items drops are duplicated. Slain rare monster gives increased experience. Slain rare monster gives increased gem experience. Oh, no, that was nice. Why did they get rid of that? That was a nice one. It's not too big of a deal, but man, that was so nice for leveling up gems. Now it's going to be harder for sure. Okay. Cash strong by 1% chat. Okay. Pressing Alt or Controller on a map now displays the item level. Okay, that's cool. All right. So I'm still not sure what skill we're going to play. These are uniques. Oh, the Dark Seer is buffed. Cool. Malachi's Endurance. Wraith Lord Yoko's Suffering. Oh, the 5th slot in the map device is unlocked on completing a non-Valdos Tier 17 map. Okay, that's cool. Not going to have to get fragments to do a 5-way or a 4-way to do that. Void Stones now provide Tier 16 maps. Drafting areas have a 5% chance to become... Okay. For each socketed Void Stone. That's cool. Oh, nice. We don't have to have the fragments in the right order. That's good. It doesn't have a list of the scarabs, though. Although they're stack size 20, which is nice. Vendor recipes for scarabs have been removed. Added new vendor recipe that can be used to trade 3 scarabs for a single scarab of a type different than those vendored. So vendor all the scarabs up to gilded that you can. All the Maven's invitations are going to be deleted, so convert all of those if you can to currency. Convert maps to scarabs. Okay, cool. Oh, 7th gate was removed. Aw, they only gave it to us for like what? 1, 2 leagues? 2? Yeah, man, that's too bad. Maybe 1 league, 7th gate. No, that was too bad. Just a fate causes your crypto rare maps crafting options, applying them to be modified in particular. 1 to 3 additional map modifiers. Oh, okay, so that's a buff to Twist of Fate, people. Oh, nice. So if you're doing destructive play, it's better to clear, do a full clear. Yeah, they don't want you doing boss rushing, but I think it's probably still just better to do the boss rushing. Okay, yeah, with this one, the Chittering Champions. Yeah, so this might be worth it. 25% chance to drop for a map boss. Drop scarabs. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have scarabs everywhere. And all the different scarabs are actually gonna be worth it. Probably. Any changes to heist? Okay, and what about okay, or what is it? Oh, what are those? No, I forget. Wait. I'm forgetting the names of those. Jeez Louise. What is this? Labyrinth Trials. Yeah. One change to Labyrinth. Okay, so Labyrinth isn't really changing that much. Just gonna get a couple extra skill gems possibilities. So, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. So, any of these skill gems, yeah, Magic Find is going to be all crazy this league. So, trying to figure out. Okay, we want to do something over time. So, probably Scourge Arrow, maybe? I'm not sure. Toxic Rain didn't get touched. Toxic Rain is going to be a real good league starter for anybody wanting to go fast. It doesn't seem like Scourge Arrow of Poison got touched either. So that'll be a good one too. Let's go into our Path of Exile here. And get some music going. This is going to be big shakeup for the game. Now let's see here. Oh yeah. There we go. Now, let's go to our hideout. So this is our self-chiller. I think we're going to be switching to a Pathfinder today. So let's do that real quick. I'm trying something out here a little bit different. This is my bow from my other character, but... yeah, probably a bit better. $306 versus... this one's better, 442. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this next league anyways, so I'm going to change to Pathfinder so that we can very quickly see what that's like. Woohoo! So fast. Yeah, see, this is the part of a problem that I've been having. It's too fast. I do these back skips. Okay, right into an aspirin straw. That's nice. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, for all of you who were watching this the first time, this is how you change your ascendancy. You can just go to the lowest level. Pretty easy. But I need to know what ability to use with this character for damage dealing. Not the right way. That is not the way to go. Not the way to go. Not the way to go. Yeah, I really want to have this extra 40-50% movement speed, it looks like I'm missing out on. Pathfinder is just going to be better. I'll have to use Phasing Flask. Treasure keys.
Chaos.
And just whatever orbs. Sure, why not? Let's do... dual strike. Feather dexterity. Okay. Wait, we got some money. Okay, so need some more. Okay. So you get rid of all of your skills spec'd out here, and then you can change your ascendancy, and we're gonna go with Pathfinder. Okay, and then, of course, we go with Nature's Boon and Nature's Adrenaline. I'm not sure if we're gonna go with Master Surgeon. But we should do definitely Nature's Reprisal. And there we go. Now, okay. Now we're gonna go back. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Tincture. I'm not sure about the Mana Flask. We want to have Jade Flask. We want to have... Quartz Flask. And we want to have Silver Flask. And I think we're going to change these to... maybe used when full? And we can keep it at the end of the flask effect, that's fine. Okay. So we clear those out, and then... what do I need here? We do need fire resistance. And we are going to switch out for... this is the Toxic Rain. We want to... this needs to be vastly increased, though. So I need to buy new vicious projectiles, new efficacy, a new void manipulation. Totems. And power is fine though. Okay. Because I'm not going to get a level 4 in power, so not going to do it. I still need fire res. Okay. It's up here or... This is chaos res. My lightning resistance is barely high enough. Huh. My life is a bit low, but I don't really need it to be super high. What's my spell suppression like? 64%. Ooh, that's not good. Gonna go to 74. Oh, this is 2,000 chaos damage per second. Okay, that's not bad. Still, that's a low spell suppression, 64%. Yeah, I guess before, because before I was getting spell suppression from my Pantheon. So I'll need to get spell suppression on boots too. Okay, do I have any? Nope. Okay. That's okay. I have 10 more from this. That'll bring me up to 70 something. Need 7 more decks. Oh, okay. Actually... Okay, so I can do here, here, here. That brings me up to 79. I get up to 89 with the flask. Okay. That'll bring me up to 100. Okay. So... And this cooldown 152 5.03 to be 3. Okay. All right, so then probably this. No. Okay, then. No. Strength and intelligence. I need 7 more decks, too. Or intelligence. There's a good node. I think this puts me way over, though, this wheel. So wait, this one was... Okay, so how much do I have right now? 55, 65, 70, 75, 82. Okay, then. That's the way to go. And I'm gonna have to get rid of this. And then also put this on. And then I can get this. And this. And then I have 4 points left. Sure. Okay. Close suppression chance is 95%, so that's going to take us over 100. It's 22, and this is... This is almost 40% chance here, right? 8, 16, 24, 34, 39%. See you, honey. 29%. 19, 17. Might be better. This one gives me a bit more life. Gives me a bit more int. And then I'm at 86. Ooh, I'd be at like 96%. And then yeah, okay. So I need the dexterity. Can't really get rid of anything except for this. And then brings me to 89. Brings me to 99. Sigh. Okay. No, I still need more strength. Okay. Man, this is rough. Okay. So we're just gonna do this. Here. Okay. And then we have 2 points left. Good to go. Okay. For the phasing flask, we need fire res. Okay, fine. And evasion, movement speed, heli res, and Oh, that's... not good enough, though. Oh, but the flasks all got a bit nerfed, too. This is like the highest tier now. Let's check it out. Okay, cool. Should be fine. And then here we'll change this one. We want corrupted blood immunity. Or actually attack speed, probably. It's pretty nice. But we still want attack speed. There we go. It's the lowest, but it's okay. We'll take it. And then here we do want good life flask. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it needs too many charges. Let's well, I'll kind of get charges too. 5-second duration though. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it works out. Use at the end of effect. Use at the end of effect. Okay. That's nice. So currently 370. Plus 34%. Pretty good. Okay. Might have to get a writhing jar too. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm gonna be probably resetting this one. Because I want to include this Warlord's Mark. I want to get Mark on hit. Warlord's mark. And then oh, that's nice. Shield charge. Of course. What kind of damage does this do? Okay, I gotta do no cold damage. Because if I do cold damage, then I can't stun. Convert cold to fire. I think this is... yeah, this is the one that's giving me cold damage. Hmm. Okay, so we're just gonna do this one instead then. Shield charge. Do that instead. Okay. Let's see. No, that's gonna be a shield charge. And then change this. Perfect. There we go. And then I think I need a writhing jar instead of this. I'm not sure. Now if I do this... What? Come on. Why? No, it doesn't work. Okay. I'll just have to hit enemies. Let's see how this works against a normal labyrinth, merciless labyrinth. Wow. Wow. So... No, it's not working. Okay, so instead of this, mark on hit stuff. I think I'm just gonna stick with the shield charge. Yeah, it's really hard to get rage with self-chill. Unless you all know a different way where I can convert all the cold damage to a different damage type. So we'll get rid of this. And then... instead... Instead, what we can do is... shield charge. And... oh, right, we want shield charge, faster attacks. Shield charge, faster attacks, and... ants. Right? Yeah. Okay. We want red, green, green, actually. Okay. Cool. Put that back on the menu. Do this for now. better flask uptime. Wow, why are they? None of them are gaining. Okay, I need to get better flask uptime. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so Toxic Rain is going to be the way to go. I need to get more flask uptime. For sure. Oh. Oh, come on. This is pretty fast. It's not too bad. Got a lot of moving parts. Hey, how's it going, Game Exile? I'm glad you're back. Nice! I can! It happens! It definitely happens. Congratulations. Whoa. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Come on. Nice, yeah, it's really cool. Have you ever crafted with fracturing orbs? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You got the ultimate rare proc. God, I need way better flash charges. Flask sustain. Okay, wow. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, selling is good. They're worth a lot this league. Super currency. Not in standard though. I don't think. Oh. Yeah, I gotta set up a couple things differently. Okay. Because I can't just stand there. I have to be moving around. Okay, so firstly, Temporal Rift I think is out. Yeah, it happens. Secondly, the enhanced support, I'm going to change the colors of the sockets here. So we're going to make that life tap. Also shield charge. You wanna do that. There we go. Is this instant cast? Oh no, it's an attack, so probably just want to have and then I'll have this. There we go. That's funny. This is a weird. This will take some time to get used to. Let's check. Yeah, probably. But I'm just trying to see. Trying to get used to using this. I'm gonna see if I can use this as like my main movement thing. I don't think so. I think I still just have to do the... Yeah. Just not quite focused enough. Okay. So that's good. Yeah, just changing some things around. Okay, we're getting closer to it. Now, I need to also... I need to get my flask regen higher. So, I think I don't need so much reservation. And I can do... that. Oh, this is a good area to get to. Think. Wait, not this one. This one. But I need more strength. A lot more strength. And And how are my resistances? Abysmal, okay. I have 1 refund point available. I need to get more. I think it's because my boots, yeah, so they drop. So I don't need actually 51 more strength. I just need... Okay, let's see. Okay, so I just need 20 more strength. This is no, this is, I'm just setting up for, I'm trying to figure out what I want my endgame build to be in the next league, and then I'll be practicing this week for trying to get there. So far, I'm doing self-chill, trying to get movement speed up to the maximum that I can, and self-chilling myself, and then I'll be using Toxic Rain of Withering for damage. So when I'm doing my movement, I'm just going to be using Perpetia and Ichimonji. And then I get Self-Chill by doing Scold's Brettle, Call of the Void, Winterweave, and then just having Phase Run gives me 30% chill with this Axiom. Okay, and then okay, so I can do 1, 2, 3. Very low HP pool, that is true. That is very true. But if we do, because this is gonna, I'm trying to set it up for both heist and labyrinth. And either way, I think it should be fine as long as I can move. Low HP, low mana. But I have really good regen, so... it kind of balances out. I don't know. I would really prefer to have another 2,000 HP, but the hardest thing is trying to fit in all of the stats that I need. I think I probably don't need so much chaos resistance. I just got kind of lucky with these rolls of chaos resistance on gear. I probably would transfer these out for strength and dex, like tier 1 strength and dex, and that would help, or not, tier 1 strength and int, and that would help a lot with my requirements. Anything else I want to change before? I want to check out what's this recovery like. Okay, so the onslaught I lose. Okay, so I need a bit more flask. Boost flask charges used. No, it's just not keeping up. Okay, I can't use this one. I'll have to change it to a different flask. We just want some elemental resistances. That's fine. No. Ooh. That's really nice. No. Okay, that's cool. That's better. And then I'll just redo this one. I'm just trying to figure it out by myself. Or, I mean, if you know of any other, like, things that you think would make it better, I'm always open to suggestions. Right now I need elemental resistances. My fire elemental resistance is low. Yes, it is public. There we go. Okay, fine. Good. Excellent. Let's see. Oh, that duration is much better. Do I get a full charge before it empties out? I do. Kind of. Yeah, oh, I do. So I need to... Excellent. I just needed 2 cycles. Cool. Wonderful. All right, let's try this out again. We're just going to try the standard Merciless Labyrinth. Let's see if we can get that up and going, up and running. Right. Oh, hold on, hold on. Wrong one. There we go. It's already almost too much. Okay, so everything but the onslaught. Goes off all the time. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna sing. Oh, I'm planning on league starting Toxic Rain, going for speed, trying to make a lab runner and a heist runner. Wrong buttons. Yeah, it's gonna be really good this league too, because a lot of people they don't know what they're doing. They're not gonna know what they're doing with all the changes to the end game with the currency generation systems, all the scarabs and stuff. Damage on this lab seems okay. Yeah. Everything drops from heist. Nice. Oh. This. Wrong way. This is definitely fast enough. Nope. Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. There we go. Huh. A little bit of a... Yeah, there we go. Okay, no, that was the wrong way. Oh. There we go. Okay, now we see if I die instantly or... Yeah, okay, seems okay. Mirror arrow, prismatic clones, blink arrow, bombarding clones. I think the bombardings are better. I'm not sure though. Nobody's really buying these anymore anyways, but... Okay, cool. Alright, so... Let's see how it does in... a, N tier. N-tier heist. That was pretty fast. Wasn't too bad. Yes. Probably the hardest one to get right off the bat is going to be Queens of the Forest. And Defiance of Destiny. Those are the two that are going to be the harder ones to get. Everything else should be pretty easy. Because I don't think anybody's using any of the other ones. Unless I'm wrong about the tiers. Which very well could be. Oh, there. That's what's going on. Why is it not? No. This way? Yes, okay. I think my average... Wow. My average move speed is something like... Something like 700. Of course. It'd be better if I didn't keep on rubber banding. Just standing still without the buffs? No. This is with, so with the chill and the phase run and the flasks, it's 374%. Why am I only getting 29? Okay, yeah. 374 and then a plus 34% action speed modifier. So if it's 374 times 1.34 is that's 500. This is a 500 movement speed, and then plus the 100% increased movement speed with the shield charge, occasionally lightning, or not lightning, but flame dash. You know, it ends up being somewhere around like 600, I think. I'm trying to incorporate rage. That's how I'm gonna get up to 800 plus, so that I can have berserk going. But I'm not sure how to put the mark of the warlord's mark. I'm not sure how to use this, because I need to get some stun. And the problem is that Winterweave makes you do cold damage, and I'm not sure how else to do to reduce stun. What I might do actually is move my auras and then make my 6-link shield charge, and then try to make it do the mark that way with life tap, faster attacks, Warlord's mark, and then probably like some sort of stun reduction, or a stun chance. What is it? Stun and recovery reduction for monsters. Okay. Not quite enough damage. Now. Yeah, the damage is not quite as good as I want it to be, but it's okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm not looking at corruption mods because those are really hard to get initially, usually. Golden door. To get the golden key. Does this look so much bigger? Oh. That's why. There we go. That's a bit better. Did I miss a lever? Lever. Yeah, oh. Turn around. See, this is almost too fast for me. So I think the speed is pretty good. It's not anything crazy. Not sure which door to go through. But it's pretty good. Quarter of this, half a dozen of the other. But which corruptions were you thinking about? Come on. Plus socketed gems in general, yeah. Definitely the plus socketed gems would be better. Especially for a phase run. For damage, I have yet to anoint my amulet. Ooh. Yeah, the damage is a little bit lacking. That's my biggest problem right now. Damage is lacking. This is doable, but it's a little bit lacking. But that's also because my skill gems aren't exactly leveled up either, so... There we go. Open sesame. Open sesame. There we go. Out of here. Go up. There we go. Okay. Looks good. True. I could have haste be castable with like a blessing or something instead. That's true. Really, right now, the biggest issue is damage. Don't want to stand right next to him. I don't do quite enough damage. Yeah, I just don't do quite enough damage. That's the biggest problem. The movement speed, I'm not, quite so focused on. The damage is really what's bringing me down. Could get rid of the chaos resistance and put on this. I'm not sure. That's another... $3,000 goes up to... Okay, 4,000. So that's another 1,000 damage per second. Yeah, my gloves aren't exactly the correct one either. I want to have... I really should have the increased area of effect so that I can get the 30%, 34% AoE. Currently, I'm only at 20, so the overlapping doesn't happen quite as much. Let's see. Yes, what? What is your idea? On helmet, you can get Bane with Curse. Bane is a gem, right? Ah. So I bane people with a curse attached to it, right? Linked hex curses are also applied to those enemies. The debuff deals more damage and lasts longer for each hex applied. Maybe. Actually, that would be... Wait, is this damage modifier? I'm not sure. So, modifiers of spell damage. Okay. Oh, this Bane does 28 more damage and has increased debuff, and applied curses have less effect. That's the only problem is that the curses have less effect. I need the curses to have more effect. I don't think the duration. Oh, you mean use Bane as my damage instead of Toxic Rain? I do have spell damage. The problem is, and the reason why I'm using totems instead of self-casting with Toxic Rain is that my mana reservation, well, before my mana reservation was quite low. It's still pretty low. The amount of mana I have. And the regen is not so good. No, because the Skuld's Bridle I need for self-chill. I need that to do damage for self-chill. That's why it's there. Unless there's another helmet that gives you mana cost as taken as physical damage. Yeah. That's what's giving me the minus the plus 30% action speed. Yeah. Without that, I don't get the action speed. Oh, you know, maybe I could do Bane Totems. Maybe I could do Bane Totems. Toxic Rain is pretty easy. This one does... I just increased the damage by 25%, so I'm not sure if that's going to be much better, but... Bane Totems? I can try. I can take a look at it. I would have to do some skill adjustment, rearrangement. I'd really like to squeeze in a better... Oh, maybe... Yeah, I can't really increase my armor too much is the biggest thing. I really need to be able to... gain that 30% from phase run. Yeah, but I would like to get another aura in. Maybe I can do precision? I'm not sure. I have another opening here for an aura slot. I'm not, this cast when damage taken set up here, I'm not super tied to. And I still need to put the extra curse on this, anoint on this amulet. So, but this is much better as a Pathfinder. Just having the access to the flasks for longer is going to be really good. Especially next league, I'll be corrupting constantly to try to get these all up to 30%. So, That'll be good. I don't know, I think I'm at the place now where I need to do some more POBing. I need to find out what's a better skill for if Toxic Rain is the way to go, or if there's a better skill for damage. This is pretty decent. I want to see if I can make it even better. I am doing Toxic Rain of Withering. I'm not sure if normal Toxic Rain would just be better. And I could be doing a Mana Forge arrows setup as well. Not sure. Wait, let me see. There we go. So at level... I'd have to look up level 26. Toxic Rain at level 26, 422 DPS, 422.9. It's the same. Is there any difference between the base gem? Oh, it just makes movement speed instead do wither debuff. So that's just a straight buff. Ah, but the base duration is halved. So maybe just normal Toxic Rain would be better. Yeah. Probably normal Toxic Rain is just better for straight damage. Especially if I'm already... withering with this. Oh, you know what? So maybe I just go regular Toxic Rain and then what is the... Withering Step. Because... Okay, so... Okay. So I can just Withering Step and then afflict Wither on the guy, and then I don't have to worry about... Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out slowly but surely. Sadly, I have to head out. I got to get ready for a class and have some food and all that jazz. So I want to say thank you very much, Game Exile and Amusing and Abelbub for coming in. Yeah, I will be tomorrow. No, Friday. Oh, so tomorrow I'm off, but the day after I'll be on, and we'll be practicing more League Start stuff. We'll be practicing probably at 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna try to get those faster. Yeah. So check in for that. Please like, follow, and subscribe for more. If you want to have a longer discussion, please check me out in Discord, which is in the description below. Y'all have a great weekend. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.